girlies, it's Avery here, and today we are doing my April wrap-up and May TBR. Yay! The first book I read in the month of April was The Last Place on Earth by Carol Snow, and this book was about a girl and her best friend goes missing, and it's her adventure finding her best friend and like what happens after she finds him and where she finds him. And it had a really quick start and it got me into reading it really quickly, and it was very interesting to say the least. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing to read, but it was good and it got me out of my reading slump, so hey! The Last Place on Earth by Carol Snow. The next book I read was The Swap by Megan Scholl, and I was wanting to read The Swap for a while now, and I finally read it. Guys, this book is so funny. This is a young adult novel about a boy and a girl who switched lives, like they switched bodies, and yeah, it was so funny because some of the things I had to deal with, like the two main characters are in middle school, and so they're dealing with stuff like puberty and mean girls and guys having to be macho, and it's so great because it also, being really funny, it also hits on really hard topics, and it was just really great read. I loved this book. I have exciting news. This book was bought by Disney Channel, and so it's going to be a Disney Channel original movie. I think they've already started casting. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so excited about this because it was so good. So good. I wonder if they're going to make it cheesy. I hope not, because this was so good, guys. This was so good. You have to read this. I rate that book 5 out of 5 stars if I didn't get to it. And the next book I read in the month of April was November 9 by Colleen Hoover, and this is my first Colleen Hoover book, and I like it a lot. I rate this book 4.5 out of 5 stars, and this book, if you haven't heard about it already, is about a boy and a girl who meet on November 9 each year for 5 years, and it's their relationship through that and the struggles they have in their personal lives and no communication between the years, and so when something happens and they can't meet up. The next book I read in the month of April was Wink Puppy Midnight by April Genevieve Tokoloki. This book is about a girl and another girl and a boy and their relationship because they both have eyes on Midnight, but Poppy is like the popular girl, and she does whatever she wants, and she's like rebellious, and her parents only see the good little girl and she's sick of it, and so she's rebelling against everything and trying to find her way. And then there's Wink, and Wink is something. Wink has a lot of brothers and sisters, and her mother is a fortune teller and she reads people's fortunes, and yeah, that's all I can say about Wink. And Midnight is a boy that has always been in love with Poppy, but Poppy does not feel the same way, and she's using him to cover up her feelings, and it was really a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster. But it was a fun roller coaster, and it was so interesting to read because it was like they used a ton of metaphors. It was very interesting. I like it. I think I like it. It was really good. It was really good. It was interesting. All the books I read I had like 2 interesting books this month. I met Suzanne Kozlowski at RT, and I got my copy of City Love. I thought, yes, I'm reading this right away. So I picked this one up and it was amazing. I love the billionaire like romance thing that is all over Wattpad. I love that stuff. I love it. And this book has like a New York romance set in this city, and hence the name City Love. And yes, I really like this. It was 3 different girls who got together in the summer, and oh my gosh, there's something in my eye. These 3 girls are roommates in the summer at NYU, and they're each having different pasts and different backstories. Darcy moved from Miami, and she is getting over her ex-boyfriend and having a summer full of boy adventures, and taking college courses, and she's the rebellious fun one. And then we have Sadie, who is the goody-goody, nice, always nice to everyone sort of thing going on. And she believes in soulmates, and her first day of her internship, she meets this guy who she thinks is her soulmate and perfect. And this whole book is them dating and spending the summer together. It's super cute. Oh, and then Roseanne. I love Roseanne. She was my favorite character. She is working her way through college, and she's working at a children's summer camp over the summer, and at one of the parties she meets Dee, and Dee is like, I think he's an intern at an investment company, and his parents pay for a lot of his like house and his college and everything, and so he doesn't ever has to worry about anything like that. And Roseanne is always worried about money and stuff, and they're so cute together. It was so cute to read. It was so cute. I really love City Love. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars, so yes. And then I picked up an arc of Lost in Love by Suzanne Kozlowski, the second book in the Lost in Love series, and I got this at RT as well. And this one is the continuation of City Love, and it's just the aftermath of things that happen in City Love, and it's the girls again, and it's drama, it's romance, it's summer contemporary. It is awesome, guys. I highly recommend this series. I haven't read any of Suzanne Kozlowski's other books, but I have picked up 4, so I should be reading them. Yay! And I really love Lost in Love 2 as well, but it was not as good as the first book, but it was still really good, so I rated this one 4.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, in the month of April there are huge book releases. If you do not know that May 3rd is coming, then you should save money because it's in like, one day. Huh, May 3rd's tomorrow. Huh, yeah, fun. I like pre-ordered like 4 books that are coming out. So yeah, and the rest are, I'm going to Barnes & Noble tomorrow and buying. Fun. But the 2 books I plan on reading that come out in the month of May are The Crown by Kiera Cass, and the next book is The Last Star by Rick Yancey, because, oh my gosh guys, The Fifth Wave is awesome. I love The Fifth Wave. If you do not know this, I love The Fifth Wave. And then I have 3 other books I'm going to be reading in the month of May, and those are Even If the Sky Falls by Mia Garcia, and this book also comes out in May. I believe it's May 10th or May 3rd, so yes, I've been wanting to read this one for a while now, and I'm so happy I have an ARC. I got this ARC at RT, and yes, I'm so excited to read this one. Yes. The next book I'll be reading in the month of May is Wanderlost by Jen Maloney, and I love Jen Maloney's Map to the Stars, and this is another like road trip through Europe romance, and it's going to be cute, it's going to be adorable, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait, guys. Because it's contemporary, and I love contemporaries, if you haven't noticed. I read like almost all contemporaries this month. I love contemporaries. Next book I'm going to be reading is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. And this, guys, this is, I'm so happy about this book. I'm going to be reading this. I'm already started reading it. Look at that. Look at that. I'm already 100 pages in. Woo! And it is so good and funny, and I love it. I really love this book already. And I like, it's just, it's so good. It's just so good. I highly recommend this book to everyone, even though I'm only 100 pages in. Anywho, let's talk about this book. This book is about My Lady Jane and Lady Jane Grey, and she is a 16-year-old, and she's a bookworm, and her cousin, King Edward, he's 16, he's dying. So he marries her off to his advisor's son, Lord Gifford. Those are all the books I read in the month of April, and all the books I'm going to read in the month of May, and I have more books in May, so I'll be reading a lot, because I read a lot. Because Avery reads a lot. You should follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and yes, because I'm awesome, and subscribe. And if you like this button, you should hit the like button, because it's hanging out down there. Thank you all for watching. I'm Avery, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye, lovelies!